Today on the Hopefulist, get off the excuse caboose. The time is now. Which state is the least friendliest? And are parents happier once their kids leave the nest?
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, August 20th, 2019. It is a Taco Tuesday. I will not be partaking in the tacos today. Do you know why? If you listened last week, you heard that I had a gathering on Monday where I served tacos. So I had Taco Monday last week, Taco Tuesday, Taco Wednesday, and Taco Thursday. I am tacoed out, but I hope that you get a chance to enjoy a taco today. A big congratulations going out to Marcy. She earned her visual storyteller badge for the Hopefulist group page. This is so exciting. I love to see people get rewards and badges on my page. Thank you so much. So keep contributing those Hopefulist type posts to the Hopefulist group page. So I wanted to get to this story I saw on the news this morning. New Jersey voted the fourth least friendly state. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is mostly from the impression the people in North Jersey give. The people in North Jersey are practically New Yorkers, which is number one, by the way, for the least friendliest state. People that live very close to the city have the same accent as the people in the city. They have the same mindset. They have the same mannerisms. So I'm going to go on a limb and say that is what they're basing most of this survey on. If you live in South Jersey, it's like a different world than North Jersey. I mean, honestly, completely different world. If you live at the Jersey Shore, like I do, excuse me, we are so friendly. We wave at all the boats that go by. We don't know these people. We just like to see boats go by, so we wave. We say good morning when we're passing somebody on the street, whether we're biking or walking or what have you. In fact, Joe and I had spent the night at my cousin's house in Bucks County a couple of weekends ago. And when we were walking out to the car, a guy was out there walking his dog. And I just went, good morning. And he just kind of looked at me weird. And I looked at my husband and I said, oh, I forgot we're not at the Jersey Shore. They don't do that here. They don't say good morning to strangers. He did. He looked at me like, what? Do I know you? Like he was very perplexed at the fact that I was saying good morning to him, a stranger. So they say that Delaware also on the list of, I think it was number 3 as the least friendliest state. So it's all right around here. I'm surprised at Delaware, though. That's a little strange to me because Delaware, another very shore and oriented state. A lot of shore towns there. We've got Dewey Beach and Lewis and a lot of the big one that people love to go to in Delaware. I don't remember the name now, but there's one beach there that is very popular. So there's some of the unfriendly states here in our area. Good to know, right? I'm not sure where Pennsylvania came out. That's where I'm originally from and do spend a lot of time there as well. Speaking of Pennsylvania and referring back to a podcast and blog that I wrote last week about the keyboard warriors. Remember that one? How we need to be kind to each other, even on social media, because we seem to just think we can say whatever we want without any repercussions. On the news this morning, fatal stabbing in Philadelphia because of, wait for it, a social media post. Yeah. Crazy, right? A stabbing. Now, they are looking for the person that did this. Somebody stabbed 2 people. One of them died. And then the suspect took off. They said that they know her name and address. This is all women, by the way. So, we're just taking this a little to the extreme. No, it's not okay that this girl went after people with a knife. It's also not okay to be this antagonistic in social media posts. I think that we've just all gone a little crazy. I think social media is fantastic. I love it for the most part, but this is what I hate about it. And this is what I was talking about last week, especially with that community group page that I'm on. They have just soured me so much. There was a neighborhood gathering last Friday. They did one last year and I went, and it was a great time. We had so much fun. And it was actually put on by the administrator of the community group page, and it was even free. There was food, there was drinks, there was all this. So this year he kind of threw it together very quickly at like only a week's notice or whatever, and we could have gone. But honestly, I don't want to meet these people. They're so mean, and I know they're not like that in real life. I know they're not. But I still just don't want to talk to them. All the people who are calling me all these names and giving me such a hard time on the community board, all of these pot stirrers, I don't want to know them. I don't want to hang out with them. So you just get this vision of people by the way that they post on social media, whether it's accurate or not. And that's why I don't understand the pot stirrers. It makes me kind of crazy because is that how you want to be seen, as somebody who just wants to start trouble all the time? I guess that's what they want. Personally, I have no interest in you. I don't want to meet you at a neighborhood gathering. I don't want to meet you walking down the street. Of course, I will say hi to you because the Jersey Shore is extremely friendly. But if I knew that you were the one behind the keyboard, I probably would not. Just saying. There is a new study out that says parents are much happier after the kids move out. Interesting, because my niece started her first day of school yesterday. She lives in Dallas. They go back to school a little bit earlier than we do here in the Northeast. So she is a senior this year. Gosh, she amazes me. Every time I look at her, she looks like somebody different in the family. For the longest time, she looked like her big sister, Haley. And then the last couple of pictures I've seen of her on Instagram and such, she's looked a lot like her other big sister, Samantha. And yesterday when she was posting pictures, well, her mother was posting pictures. She is way too cool for Facebook. She does not Facebook. She's on Facebook. She has an account, but never uses it. She is on Instagram. I know she's a big Snapchatter. Is that still very popular, Snapchat? I think it is. I have an account. I don't use it very often. In fact, my niece, Rebecca Ariba, she blocked me from Snapchat. See, what happened was when I first got on Snapchat, I did that thing where you ask people, you start following people based on your contacts and all of that. And I guess she maybe hadn't set her settings to private yet at that point or something, but I was following her. I was following her for some time, and I don't think she knew it. And then I guess I made the mistake of telling my other niece, her sister, that I was following her on Snapchat. And the next thing you know, I'm no longer following her on Snapchat. So, what are you going to do? I get it. You don't want your old aunt keeping track of you. A little hurtful, though. Just saying. But we are following each other on Instagram. She never comments on anything I do on Instagram. She doesn't even look at my stories, I don't believe. But whatever. That's okay. I know deep down she loves me. Deep down. But I am very excited for her. I'm calling it the Year of Reba for her last year in high school, big senior. They did a really cool thing where they drive to school, and I guess they get to paint their spot. And she did this really cool painting for where she's going to be parking for the whole year. So that was pretty cool. We didn't do anything like that when we were kids. We're lucky if we got to drive to school at all. So, but this new study says parents are happier after kids move out. And a couple of people had commented on the story saying things like, oh, no, that can't be true. My daughter's going off to college in just a few days and I'm distraught. And there's people commenting to her, yeah, it's tough at first, but you very quickly learn to adapt. You very quickly realize, you know what? Not so bad. I can't relate. I do not have children. But I know that my sister wasn't nearly as upset with her daughter Samantha moving out as I thought she would be. I do have to admit that. I thought when she moved out, I thought my sister was going to be on the phone crying to me, devastated every day. And you know what? It just hasn't happened. But they're still very close, and that's the important thing. So I don't know. Do you think that you were happier once your kids flew the coop? Or is that something you're still looking forward to? I don't know. I stayed home for a long time. My mother had to nudge me, kick me, and push me out the door. I was a whopping 28 years old when I finally moved out of the house. So, yeah, I took a little nudging. Because I took this job out of college that paid like $5 an hour to pursue my dream. So I didn't have any money. I was poor. I'm still poor. Poor me. So, there we go. Some of the news of the day. I wanted to get to the topic. Now, the reason I brought up this topic is I've been seeing it more and more is people wearing earbuds at the grocery store. I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy. Are we that antisocial? Can we not actually have the potential for conversation at all anymore? We have our earbuds in when we're at the gym, when we're jogging, when we're riding our bikes, when we're at the beach, when we're in the car, when we're on the train. Listen, I get all of that. But I just feel like you kind of need to be a little bit of aware of your surroundings when you're shopping. What if there's somebody behind you? Are you going to be able to hear them say, excuse me? Because people are still so ridiculously rude at the grocery store. We were there on Sunday, and this was actually at Walmart. We were walking down the main aisle when you first walk in the store where the clothes are, and there was a woman which looked like her daughter, maybe a teenager, not very young. They just stopped in the middle of the aisle, left their cart there, and then started perusing the clothes at the racks. I'm like, I literally moved their cart out of the way because I had no choice. I had no choice if I wanted to get around them than to move their cart or let them know that I wasn't going to sit there and be like, excuse me, can you move your cart? It was empty. So it's not like, I was trying to steal it or anything. So I just, the audacity and rudeness of people still just boggles my mind. So if they had their earbuds in and I was trying to let them know that I needed them to move their cart, they wouldn't have heard me. I mean, I guess you keep it low enough where you can still hear what's going on around you. To me, it just seems very, very, just one more thing that we're very antisocial about. Do you see what I mean? Like, we're so social now on social media. Everything's done over the computer or an app or anything but face-to-face. I mean, I would never even dream about wearing headphones or earbuds when I was shopping. Watch, within the year, I'll be doing it every week because I do that. At first, I hate new things at first. I'm like, this is stupid. It's ridiculous. I will never do it. And then eventually I cave and I start doing it myself. And I'm like, why didn't I start doing this sooner? But as of right now, I'm still in my denial mode. I think that we can get through a shopping trip to the grocery store without having to distract ourselves.